Season 21, you torture, kill any animals, the next will come from hell to kill you physically and deliver your individual soul to hell, spiritual jail, eternal, forever. So all these things have happened for a while. It's just that now that you have footage, you actually get to see it. Okay, so all animals, even insects, they have souls. Okay, so anything that you can describe as torture and things like that, that's my property. Basically, anything created is my property, right? So it's voice for the voiceless. So you have animals, insects, you have fish in the sea, just animals that live in the sea. Everything that exists has a soul. So what you need to understand is that nobody is the creator of creation except for I, Hulk, NYK. So everything that has a soul communicates with me. Okay, so there's the food cycle, and that's how nature works. For example, in Africa, it's cruel to see that, right? It's tough to see that, but that's nature. Whenever you see a bird, a lion, or anything like that killing and eating an animal, especially in Africa, they eat animals alive unless they suffocate them. It's tough to watch, but that's how it is, you know? But those are animals. If animals had a gun and they could just, with one shot, shoot the animal so they can eat it, then they will do that, but they're not. They're animals. So whenever you watch anything in nature, it's tough to watch, right? But that's part of the food cycle, nature, and people also, you have, for example, you have animals that you consume, but then you have domestic animals. Okay, so it's very simple. I make dogs man's best friend, to be a companion, not to be consumed. Okay, and I also make cats to be quite household pets, but also like they're a little bit more independent. And then any animal, there's plenty of other animals that you can make them domestic in certain situations. Okay, so there's a lot of animals that, for example, you could consider them household pets. Okay, like the best place that you can think that has the best laws. There's good and bad people everywhere. Okay, but the country that has the best laws is in India, because in India they 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 have they have the proper belief system that animals have souls, right? So they treat them right. So they protect all the animals. That doesn't define that there's not bad people in India. Like there's dirty, okay, and there's clean people, okay. So there's dirty and clean Peruvians. There's dirty and clean Chinese. There's dirty and clean Indians, and we'll go by continents. There's dirty and clean Europeans, South Americans, North Americans, Africans. So whenever you hear me saying that's a dirty person from wherever they're from, because they have hell debts. And when you see a person that's from the same location, and I go, that's a clean person because they haven't done anything wrong. Okay? So you have the animals that are domestic. Okay? You can consume any animal, right? You physically can. You could kill any animal and consume the animal. Okay? But you have animals that I made to be your man's best friend, especially the dog. Okay? And then you have cats and then any other animals that you can think of. Okay? So you have animals that are meant to be companions, right? And then you have other animals that are not supposed to be a household pet, okay, wild animals. So when you get down to it, there's people around the world that torture animals in the worst ways that you can think of, okay? And for example, you could think of boiling them alive, skinning them alive, let's see, burning them alive. Just think anywhere that you could hurt an animal, anywhere. Just think about it. Anyone is able to do that, but those are dirty people. Those are people who do horrible things. Okay, and all those people are destroying that individual animal. Okay, and basically they're torturing them. Okay, so the most place where they have this culture, and it's been for years, lots of years, and it's a tradition, is in Asia. Okay, so in Asia different parts of Asia, they consume cats and dogs, right? Especially in China. But that doesn't define all Chinese are dirty, okay? So it's with the ratios 20% are dirty and 80% are clean. So 80% of Chinese are clean. This is according to statistics, okay? So what they do to these dogs and cats, right? They skin them alive, they boil them in water, and they burn them alive, okay? So the reason why they do that is because they say with the fear and the adrenaline, the meat tastes better. Because when you have fear, right, and you're in pain, you do have adrenaline, okay? But that's no excuse to torture them, okay? When you have the adrenaline, it does something to your body, and you know the Chinese say it makes the meat taste better, okay? But that's no excuse, okay? Number one, you're torturing the animal with the worst extreme pain that you can think of, okay? And then you're consuming what I made to be a household pet, okay? And then you're gonna have people that you're gonna have dirty people. They're gonna be like, they're gonna give you every excuse for why they do that and why they think it's right, okay? Anything they can think of. Oh, I could do this because of this. I could go forever. So if I start talking about one, they're gonna, you're gonna have millions of things, right? Obviously, these people don't realize that cats and dogs have souls, and they don't care, right? They just care. All these people care about is money and consuming, right? Basically, when it comes down to it, people do things as a business, okay? People do things as a business. So there's certain people that, for example, in China you have the government, but if the government doesn't ban this dirty works, then the government's guilty too, because they're not doing anything about it. They're like, we're the 80%. We have nothing to do with these dirty people. We're clean Chinese. But it's like, well, you're clean Chinese to the perspective that you don't do those dirty things, but you're guilty if you don't stop those things, because everything works with the law, okay? Everything works with the law, and that's how you stop it. The only way to stop anything is putting a law. And even if you put a law, you still have people that do things, and it's still illegal, right? So there's lots of things that are illegal, okay? So animals is speaking for the voiceless, and it is what it is. In China, okay, with the dirty Chinese, not the clean Chinese, okay? You can't confuse it. The clean Chinese have nothing to do with it. It's the dirty Chinese, because you have the clean Chinese putting up signs. It's like, these people are ashamed to us. These people are giving us a bad name. We don't do those things, okay? All these people are giving us a real bad name. They're gonna think all Chinese are like this, but it's not true. It's only the dirty ones, the ones that do those things, okay? So you can't be a racist. You can't start saying all Chinese people are bad. It's only the dirty ones. You go, the dirty Chinese are bad. The clean Chinese are good, okay? Just think of the clean Chinese. The clean Chinese, they shave, they take a shower, they brush their teeth, they clean their hair. Whether it's a man, it's a handsome man. Whether it's a woman, it's a handsome woman. Good-looking Chinese. The dirty ones, ugly, don't take a shower, okay? They don't shave, nothing, okay? They're disgusting because they're dirty. Those are the things that they do to these animals. So you have good and bad everywhere, So this is something that has happened for years, and it's a tradition, okay? There's videos and things like that, and I watch them over and over again to memorize every single detail, okay? But there comes a point that is so much that it's like, it's upsetting, okay? So I really can't be watching that anymore. Like, I gotta take a break and maybe just watch pictures, or just, it is what it is, right? So with my OCD, okay, and also I want to remember every sound. I want to remember every movement, what the person looks like, how the animal's moving, right hand, left hand, what color the animal is, what breed it is. Does it have spots? You know how many times you have to do that to remember that? With my bad short-term memory, over and over again. So when I first watched these videos, it was really tough, okay? It was really tough, but after you watch it over